Hey, what's going on, good people? Welcome to Russ Can Fly. I'm about to go to my first live FAA safety team conference. Let's go! Okay, so this is going to be great. I'm excited. Now, I will say that I'm disappointed. As you can see, I'm in the car as opposed to in the cockpit of Little Sammy or any other airplane. My plan was to, definitely fly to Reading where the conference is going to be held, or not the conference, but the program. They have different classes. Just think of it that way. But I'm doing this through the Wings Pilot Proficiency Program, through the Federal Aviation Administration. They call it the FAST team. And if you don't know about it, it's definitely something you should Google and look up. And there's definitely some classes that you should look at and think about taking. I just want to read this real quick because I think that's the best way for all of us to understand what this is. And it's actually for all of us, and it's great. The thing about it is this class I'm about to take is actually free. And I get like Wings credit. And those credits, allow you to maybe reduce your insurance costs. But definitely the greatest benefit is it makes you a safer pilot. So just to read you this Wings Pilot Proficiency Program, so it says this: the objective of the Wings program is to address the primary accident causal factors that continue to plague the general aviation community. By focusing on these objectives, we hope to reduce the number of accidents we have each year for the same causes. As you will see, it's not a simple award. And then they go on to talk about the Pilot Proficiency Program, who maintain currency and proficiency and things like that. So this is something that I'm going to say to all of you pilots out there and all of you student pilots, that you get involved with this Wings Pilot Proficiency Program. It is awesome. So I'm on my way to Reading to do one of these Pilot Proficiency Program classes. And the class that I signed up for is flying the New York City Special Flight Rules Area, or that SFRA. So if you've ever seen people fly that kind of Hudson corridor, they fly up, near New York City, which is awesome. And I've done it a couple times. I've never flown it because I've been extremely intimidated by it. There's helicopters, there's airspaces that are just crazy. And so when I saw this class pop up and it was at Reading, I was like, it's a no-brainer because I'll fly there. Well, of course, the weather is going to deteriorate. It's great now. Ceilings are about 10,000 feet, but by the time I get back, potentially it could be hard IFR. So I already made some aeronautical decision making to not fly and just get in the car and drive, which I hate to do. But I'm gonna get there. It'll be safer. It's a better decision. I'm not instrument rated yet, and I'm not gonna get all into that. But this is a class that I thought was to be great. So it's through the EAA 321. And I think that's the Experimental Aircraft Owners Association or something like that. They have several chapters around. EAA seems to be a pretty awesome organization. I haven't really looked into it as much. I know they do a lot of the flights with kids and things of that nature. So it's definitely going to be something I'm going to be looking into. But this particular chapter is having this event through the FAST program. So I'll learn how to fly this corridor because that is something I definitely want to do. They're going to show me how to do it safely, and we're going to talk about it. I'll be able to ask questions, which is awesome. And I'll get this Wings credit, which will allow me to, get, certain level proficiency. And I think if you get certain amount of credits and that kind of stuff, you get these Wings levels and all of that kind of stuff. So without further ado, let's fire up the buggy. It's gonna take me an hour and 9 minutes. I think it was like a 20-minute flight. But yeah, and it starts at 10, so I want to make sure I get there in plenty of time. So let's get on the road and get to the Wings Fast Pilot Proficiency Program.
96. now.
So you can see I made a good decision because it's starting to rain, and I just got on the Pennsylvania Turnpike. As I exit the turnpike, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate the support, for real. So you know how when I'm flying, I say, look at the steam? You know, I always use that as a reference when I'm flying in between Doylestown and some of the airports. Well, you can see the towers here on the ground. That's the Limerick facility. Those are the cooling towers over there. And so normally we see it when we're up in the air, but this is an opportunity to see it from the ground. Yeah, there they are, the Philadelphia Premium Outlets. See all that over there? Yeah, wifey digs that. Yeah, so all of that stuff you're seeing over there are outlet shops right near the cooling towers. Now turn right, now turn left. I got it, I got it. Okay, so we're here, and gonna figure out where I park here. Okay, I'm here at the airport. I'm gonna figure out where I need to go. It's like 9:30, so that's why I wanted to give myself plenty of time. And something cool, if you look right out there, you can see the actual tower. It's kind of wild. It looks kind of quiet because I don't think there's too many things going on. So I'm going to get on out of here. I'm going to figure out where to go. Once I figure out where to go, I might do a little bit there. One of the things I definitely want to do is make sure that I'm in the moment here. Also, I don't want to be a distraction for the class or anything like that. So I'm going to keep my filming to a minimum. After the class, what I'll do is I'll come back, do a debrief, all of that kind of stuff. So I promise to do that. But there probably won't be a whole lot more filming, just because, again, I don't want to be Russ Can Fly, the big distraction. I want to be a pilot who's about his business of trying to find out how to be a safe pilot while flying that Hudson exclusion. All right, so I'm going to go on in here now. And again, like I said, I don't want to come in here and be too much of a distraction. So probably going to stop doing some filming, you know, right here, turn the camera off and be in the moment. Last thing, so before I get in there, I haven't stopped in Reading before. I flew in here, but I never actually came into the airport. So just wanted to show you a few things around the airport. It's actually really nice in here and it's quiet. And yeah, but yeah, since I've flown in here, when I was doing my like test flights and all that kind of stuff and all my flight training, but I never actually came inside the airport, so this is pretty cool.
Where do you fly out?
So I usually fly out of okay, so the class just ended and it was amazing. One of the things I will say is I will definitely recommend that you guys sign up and take these wings classes. It was extremely informative. The most important thing that I found was that there were several certified flight instructors in the room asking questions, doing clarifications. That was huge in terms of getting information. The other thing that was really key about coming to this class is making, you know, running into other pilots and making relationships and having conversations. You can see that the class is over, but people are still just kind of standing around talking. The one thing I'm hoping is to see more young pilots out here coming to these things. Now, it's not to say anything is wrong with all of us old farts showing up, but, you know, if you're a young pilot and you know your insurances are kind of high anyway, you can use these wings credits to kind of like reduce your insurance burden, because they'll see that you're being very fastidious about being a safer pilot. So you definitely should come on out. I tell you now, if the weather wasn't bad, and you can see out there it is still gray and nasty. Hopefully it gets through this different glass. But as you can see, the weather is still nasty. But if it wasn't and I had little Sammy, I would actually leave from here and do the flight. Now, I think I couldn't do the SFRA, the special flight rules area, because I haven't taken the online course, which I'm going to do once I go home. Because once you take the FAA online course for the SFRA, then you can print out a knee board and a card, and that shows that you've taken the class, you've passed the test and all that kind of stuff. From what people told me, not a really big deal. But that's something that I would definitely want to do. But if I had already done that, I would leave from here, like having taken this course, it was so descriptive and so complete that I'd feel extremely comfortable flying that SFRA today, right here, right from Reading to the SFRA, based solely on this course and the resources that were provided. So that's pretty much it. And you know, I definitely recommend that you do these classes. There was a guy from the FAA here. He explained about the Wings program. Definitely, if you haven't heard of it, Google it. FAA, I think Fast Program or Fast Wings or whatever. Definitely check that out. If you have a pilot's license or you're working on an instrument or any of that kind of stuff, you definitely should be aware of this program and taking these classes so you can get this Wings credit. And not only because of the credit that you get, but because of the knowledge that you get from these amazing flight instructors and people who have been in this business for a number of years. All right, so with that, I can just see somebody coming in. I'm going to find somewhere to go to lunch and wrap this up. But thank you for coming with me. I know this is a different type of video. No, it's better when I'm in the air, and that'll seem to be more popular and all that kind of stuff. But as far as I'm concerned, these are some of the most important videos that I make. Okay, so with that, that is it. It's been great. I'm glad you guys have been here with me. Thank you for the support and staying with me on this journey. It is just such an amazing thing. I love the folks that I get to meet and all of that good stuff. So thank you for coming with me. I'm going to sign off and be done for now. Russ Kid, Russ Can Fly. I'm out. Peace.